Here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Probably deserved better.
Arsenal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Odegaard. Rice. Saka. Rice. Odegaard. Timber. And here's Saka. Saka opts to play it back. Rice. Oh, that's neat. Saka. Foot in. Calafiori. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Defending of the desperate variety. Romero, Bissouma. That's really well manoeuvred. Udogi. Kudus. Out for a throw. Udogi gets into a good position.
He was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Odegaard. Palhinha. Kudus. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Udogi. And it's Kudus. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Saliba. Ødegaard. Timber. Rice. Saka. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Arsenal take the lead. That was beautiful, something close to genius. So, a breakthrough already. Kolomuani. And it's Kudus. Udogi. Ah, such a clever touch. Kudus. Shot a goal! Saka. Saliba. Saka. Alinia, who's been caught there, it's a foul. Romero, Bissouma, now it's Johnson. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice. Martinelli. Rice, and it's played forward. Showing good feet. Martinelli, Rice, Ødegaard, Saka, oh, cracking ball, Johnson, Udogi, Bissouma, Martinelli. Calafiori does really well to win the ball there. Kolomuani. Brennan Johnson. Lovely bit of skill. Bissouma. Danso.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Calafiori, back when it goes. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bissouma tries to clear. Bissouma shifted upfield. And it's Toro. Johnson. And here's Colomwani, and the shot! And it's been taken short. Martinelli forwards and with intent. Calafiori. Played into the middle. Colomwani. Kudus. Ødegaard wins the duel this time. Saka. Ødegaard. Incapuyi. Aim forwards. Rice. Ødegaard. Saka. Kudus. Van der Beek moved on forwards. Van der Ven gently done. Romero. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Colomwani!
Colomwani, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Kudus, first quarter of an hour gone. Timber. Saka. Timber. Kudus with the foul. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's overshot the green. João Palhinha. Danso, and he goes cross-field. Pedro Porro hurtling down that right flank. Johnson providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. Brennan Johnson. Colomwani! Hits off target and by quite a way. Martinelli. Aim forwards. Oh, they could be caught out here. Kudus. Johnson. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Bissouma. João Palhinha. That's a chance, surely! Time to deliver. Turns and goes back. Chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Ronnie is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Odegaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka, out to the right. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Crossfield, changing the point of attack. Danso. Proves too strong. Odegaard. Johnson. Romero. João Palhinha. Moved on forwards. It's gone out for a throw-in. Martinelli. Rice. He's having a shot! And that's off target. Doggy. Van de Ven. Romero. Pedro Porro. Well timed, excellent interception. Gabriel. Odegaard. Martinelli. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Van de Ven. Romero. Johnson. Timber makes the interception. Martinelli. Timber. Looks to the other side. Rice. Played towards the other side. Van de Ven. Udogi. Danso. Romero. And it's played forward, and it's Kudus. Udogi. Lovely feet. To cut it out. Martinelli. Calafiori, who's on a run down the left wing. That's the keeper's ball. Bissouma. Danso shifted upfield. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Kudus. Danso. Bissouma. Van de Ven. Romero forwards and with intent. Bissouma. Johnson played out towards the right wing. That's good play. Brennan Johnson. Oh, good spread. Ødegaard gets rid without sophistication. And it's played forward. Now it's Martinelli. He is through here. Martinelli is fouled. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Gets it away. It's Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka looking to add to his goal. Danso. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Great ball if he can get there. Colomwani. He's got away. Ødegaard. Minutes till half-time. Rice. Martinelli. And here comes the corner. Has been knocked clear. Played back in. And he thumps it clear. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson, played out to the right. Great defending, strong and determined. The approach does pay off here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Colomwani. to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rice. Calafiori. That's a good run down the left. Here it is, crossed it. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Romero gets it clear. Calafiori flings it across. Palhinha. Rice. And here's Martinelli. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Martinelli. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Romero. Saka. Martinelli! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Succumbs to the pressure. Done so. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Calafiori. Come to nothing. And here's Colomwani. Lobbed in behind. That's tidy. That looks a good cross. Saka. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Palhinha. Pedro Porro stood his ground strongly. No, he can't get past him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Pedro Porro really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Looking for a decent ball in. Calafiori. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Calafiori. Martinelli. Great chance! Van der Ven herring after the ball here. There are a few waiting for it. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank, looking for support. Rice. Corner. That's really well cleared. Nicely done. Timber's cross. And that has been cleared. Arsenal have a free kick. And it's Rice. And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Timber. Saka. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Chance for a shot! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Pedro Porro chooses to go cross-field. Kudus picks it up out wide. That is lovely. Plenty waiting in the middle. In with the challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That's not going far. Gabriel, aim forwards. Saka. Timber. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kudus. And it's Udogi. Udogi. Johnson. João Palhinha. Palhinha chips it through.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's found the way through. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Danso. João Palhinha. Danso. Kudus. João Palhinha. Kudus! Danger averted for now. It's a good run down the right. And that's surely a foul, free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Gabriel can get it clear. Ødegaard gently done. Martinelli. Calafiori. Martinelli. Rice. Pedro Porro. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Martinelli. Palhinha does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Porro. Danso. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Udogi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Johnson, oh, good spread. And it's João Palhinha. Tries a deft little ball. Timber getting this one clear. Can he deliver? Brennan Johnson. And here's Kudus. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's nice. And it's Udogi. João Palhinha. And here's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Goes to finish! Timber. Rice shifted upfield. Martinelli. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. This was gone, that's a foul. Martinelli. And he's there to clear it. Yeah, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Kudus. It's an inviting looking ball that. Well read, nice interception. João Palhinha. Johnson. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Udogi. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Good play on the left-hand side here. Palinha. Brennan Johnson. Kudus, big chance! He scores! Just one goal in it now. Game on!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And it's Timber. Rice, who's set up one goal so far. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Johnson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Saka. Odegaard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Odegaard. Martinelli. Nice control. A chance to play it in. Cleared away. Moved on forwards. Udogi. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kudus. And here's Kolomwani. Kolomwani played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro puts them all in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's through. Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Kudus. Udogi. Palinha. And here's Kolomwani. Out to the left it goes. And that's been won straight back. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Udogi. Kudus. And here's Johnson. Oh, sweet feet. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Pedro Porro, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. Out to the right. Pedro Porro tries across. Defending of the desperate variety. Now who's going to be first to this? Aimed in. Real chance! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
He had a good feel of the whole situation, and he's acknowledged the service.
Pedro Porro with the short one. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Pedro Porro puts too much behind that. Saka. And it's played forward. Saka. And it's been played. Takes a shot! He scored! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Kudus. Over to the left. Lovely feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Palhinha. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's João Palhinha. This might spell danger. Saliba forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Porro. Johnson. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Play for a throw. Kudus. Oh, it's played into the area. Saliba with the clearance. Odegaard. Gabriel aimed forwards. Saliba shifted upfield. Timber. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries making a foray down the right. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Martinelli. Ødegaard gently done. It's anyone's ball now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Martinelli, oh, that's a clever looking ball. Pedro Porro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Pedro Porro. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Proves too strong. And it's Timber. He's having a look round. Kolomuani. Moved on forwards. João Palhinha. Romero. Pedro Porro. Romero played over towards the opposite flank. Kudus. So who's he picking out? Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
João Palhinha. Kudus. Now it's Kolomuani. Rice. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nkapie forwards and with intent. Saka. Ødegaard. And claimed it back swiftly. João Palhinha. Johnson. Danso. Udogi. Danso. And it's Udogi. Now it's Kolomuani. João Palhinha. Johnson. Oh, good spread. Well read. And the danger is averted. Saka. Ødegaard. Timber. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rice, that's a delicate pass. Can he latch on to this? Danso. João Palhinha. Udogi. João Palhinha. Romero. Johnson. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Kudus. Played out to the right. Saka, and a shot! Deftly away. Calafiori, and that's aimed into the middle. Udogi. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. João Palhinha. Kudus. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. Succumbs to the pressure. Ødegaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
And here's shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Pedro Porro. Lofted in. Keeper's dealt with that. Clipped into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Udogi. Kudus. Colomwani. That's really well manoeuvred. Johnson. And it's Kudus. Kudus. Incapuyi. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Chance to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still. Cleared away. And it's João Palhinha. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Great defending, strong and determined. Incapuyi. Rice. Calafiori. And he goes cross-field. Timber. Saka. Martinelli. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's an excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Calafiori. And here's a decent chance! And it's played forward. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Udogi. Danso. And it's Udogi. Kudus. Spread out to the left. And here's Johnson. That's very neat. Calafiori, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Oh, can he get onto this? Danso. Udogi. Kudus. João Palhinha. Udogi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Rice gets a foot in here. Martinelli. Calafiori. Calafiori forwards and with intent. And it's played in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Rice goes short. Delivered across. And that's been well dealt with. Odegaard. And the finish! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Johnson. Udogi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Thoughts on what we've